guys, it's story time with Coco. Okay, so the first story I'm going to tell you is the most stupid story ever. So basically, me and a few friends, me and my best friend, and these two other guys that I was meant to know very well, went on a bus run. So we were on this bus. We met up, got on a bus, and then we went all the way into town. We're sitting on this bus and we're like, should we get off and go see your friends? And we're like, nah. I'm like, yeah. They're like, nah. And I'm like, yeah, we should get off. And they're like, no. So we're sitting on this bus and we're going all the way somewhere, and it turns out we end up near a hospital. So we're at this hospital, we get off the bus, and then I'm like, well, I need a pee, so I'm going to go pee. So we went in to go pee. They went to the toilet, and I was standing waiting on them. And then they all came out, and they were like, oh, well, we all have to get this bus somewhere else. We have to get another bus. So there was this like bus station outside the hospital. So we went and got another bus. But I was standing and I was like, wait guys, wait. I need to find out what bus I can get home. And they're like, no, you're coming with us. And I'm like, no, I want to go home. And then it turns out all the buses that ended to my house didn't fucking go on at that point in the day. So they weren't on and I couldn't get home. So I was like, right, okay, let's just go with my friends and just see where I end up. Well, basically, they decided it was a great idea to go and get on this certain bus. I think it was a 30, something like that. I'm not very sure what number it was. So we got on this 30, and it was going the complete wrong direction to where we were going. Because people are smart nowadays when they don't fucking ask what bus is going to take us on. But yeah, so we're on this bus and we're just like, where the fuck are we going? Because we're sitting there, we're like, we have no idea where we are. And so, you know, we were just sitting there quietly. And one of the guys got off because they're like, oh, well, I'm near my house, so yeah. And I was like, okay, bye. So he gets off, goes home. We're sitting on this bus. And we're just like, oh, okay, so where are we going to do? What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And what are we going to do? So I'm sitting in like the back and I'm like, let's just call this friend Jemima. I'm like, Jemima, we've got to get off this bus because it's not going where we think it's going. And she's like, nah, we're going the right way. I was like, but you look around and see if we're going the right way. And she's like, oh yeah, we really aren't. And I was like, yeah, you go talk to the bus driver and you go sort this out. And she was like, oh, because they're the ones that dragged me on here. So, you know, I'm just like, bitch, I'm not taking this shit. And if I end up somewhere I'm not meant to end up, I'm going to be in shit. So she went away and spoke to the guy. And the guy was like, oh, well, you're on the wrong bus if you're wanting to go there. And I was like, oh, wow. And he was like, luckily this guy was really nice. And he was like, oh, if you run around the corner, like, we have to run around the corner, right? And we have to run all the way up a street and then run around another corner and then run up that street. So we, like, bolted to find this bus stop, and we were just in time to get on this bus because it just came round. And we were just like, oh my fuck. I was like dying because I had ran so much, and this is more effort than PE that I put in anyway. So I was trying to get home. So, you know, we all get on this bus, and they decide it's a great idea to get off again, and I'm like, no, look, I'm not taking this shit right now. I can't be bothered. I'm not faffing around. I don't have enough time because I have to go home at a certain time. So we got on that bus and we're sitting there, and they're like, right, okay, well, we're going to get off in town. And I'm like, you're going to get off in town? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, you cunts. So I had to get off because they live near me, so, you know, I'm just like, right, well, I'm going to go use anyway. And so I'm getting off this bus with them, and then they automatically decide, oh, well, actually, we're going to get on the same bus and we're going to leave you. And I'm like, excuse me? Worried him? And they're like, well, you don't live near us. And I was like, bitch, I live near you. I'm like 5 minutes away. Just a wee shit by you and let me get on the same fucking bus. And so basically, they decided to get on the bus. They didn't go in my direction because they're fucking cunts, aren't they? So, you know, they left me. And I was like, right, okay, well, cool. I'm just going to go on the bus because yous are great friends for fucking leaving me. So, you know, they were just like, okay, bye. And I was like, seriously? I worried him. I can't be dealing with this right now. So, you know, they're just like, oh, well, okay. And they're just like waving at me, and I'm just like sitting on the bus like this. Can't be dealing with your shit right now. And then I decided it's a great idea to go phone my friend. So this was my best friend at the point, and I told him like all the shit that happened, and he was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, apart from the fact I just about went and got lost in another fucking town because this bus, the other bus I was on, was going into a town to somewhere else. I have no idea where it was going, but yeah. So basically, I decided it was a great idea just to, you know, go home, get on the bus, it takes me straight home. So I was on it, and I'm talking to my friend and stuff and telling him about shit. And we're just having a good old chat. And, you know, and this guy just starts staring at me, and I'm just kind of like, back away, bitch. Just because I look fabulous stick. You can't be staring at me right now. Like, just stop. And so, yeah, he's like just sitting over there staring at me, and I kind of just turned around to, like, I kind of like took my phone away, and I was like, is there a problem here? And he just looked away, and I was like, what? And so I just went back on the phone, and my friend was like, what was that? And I was like, oh, this guy who just kept staring at me. And I made it loud so this guy could hear me, and it was so funny. He just kept staring back at me, and I just got really pissed off. I was like, just stop looking at me, you know. So that didn't work, but yeah. So then I'm just sitting there, you know, still talking to my friend, and the next thing you know, the fucking bus breaks down. So I'm like, yes, fucking great. So I have to get off this bus to get on another one to take me home. So that was a great fucking adventure because I got home eventually, and my mum was like, oh, how was your date, your friends? Fucking amazing, mum. It was great. Fucking yes, lad. I'm never doing it again because that was the worst idea in the world, and I didn't recommend it to you. Never go on a bus run because you don't know where you could end up. And you get some creeps looking at you funny when you're on the phone shouting down at your friend because you're really pissed off at the other friend that's left you. So, yeah. But yeah. Bye guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And leave a like so I can make another one.